and we are going to get started now, and everything will be uploaded on the course. All right, so let's get started. Weekly outlook. Start from the top right here. AD NZD. Start on the H4. We see an H4 zone right here. Possible setup right here for reversal. If we go on lower time frames, what do we see? Mainly on the H4. That's the only thing we're looking at. Possible setup here to go long on the H4. So USD CAD, what do we see? H4, let's go zoom out here. No real key H4 zones here. We had one here, but that one got broken with this candle up here. Came back down, it's playing around here, so no setup there. H1, nothing too clear. Lower time frames as well, nothing too clear yet. We can mark up this zone. We can have a possible break of this zone right here, and it's set up to go long. If we have break retest, possible setup to go long. USD CNH, we go on the daily. We have a nice zone right here. It looks like price is breaking this zone right here, this H4 daily zone. We had a divergence here that we hopped in here and took profit here already. This was like, I think 2 weeks ago, something like that. But right now, no clear setups as of right now. You can just mark up this zone. Wait for a break and retest here. Okay, XAU AUD, we had a divergence here on the H4. This was October 6th, it was like 2 weeks ago. Price already hit TP1 here. I think I got out of this a bit early before price went down, but went in another silver, I think, silver AUD, which worked out perfectly. So now price hit already TP1, could hit TP2. No setups here already. The price already pushed up to form a divergence. Right now, already interacted with this H4 zone. So if we go on lower time frames, all we can look for right now is a setup on M30, M15 area. Let's do this. We can mark up that zone. So USD JPY, already looked at the H4 and this is just inflated upward. So we could have a nice divergence on UJ. Looks like a setup that could form a divergence anytime. Very, very long uptrend. If we don't have that as well, we can have a nice break of this zone and we can have a retest to go along there. So UK 100. Let's go to H4. Nothing too clear yet. Lower time frames. Nothing too clear yet as well. We can mark up a zone up here. Right, we had a divergence here, but not too clear based on all my rules, but it still worked out perfectly. Structural divergence. So silver AUD, we had a setup here somewhere here. I have that on my other trading view. Right now H4, we have this major level all the way down here, though it'll take weeks before price gets here. We just have that there for future reference. We go on lower time frames, however, we have a nice support here. We can look for a break and retest there. Price breaks that. UK oil, we have a nice zone here on the H1. Very strong support. If we have a break, we could have a decent retest here to go short. US oil, same thing as well. They're almost always identical anyways. Euro NZD. H4, I remember this having a strong H4 zone. Still interacting here, no clear setup. So we'll just wait for price to get out of this range right now. It's in a long range. NZD CAD, H4, no clear H4 zones as well. It's been a long downtrend. We'll look for possible divergence if price pushes down further. On higher time frames, lower time frames, nothing too much, nothing too clear right now, just chop. So NZD JPY, go on H1, mark up this zone. This looks the most clear. H4, nothing too clear yet. I don't consider this a very strong H4 zone. It's too recent, so we'll wait for price to break here, possible setup to go long after a retest. This DPLN, Nothing too much happening here. We just have H4 zone, price is just consolidating against, nothing too much happening. Just leave that for now. USD CZK, same thing as well. Euro NOK, just ranging, few ranging setups. GBP NZD, can mark up this zone. Zoom out, H4, price broke that H4 zone. So yeah, we're waiting on price to break this zone, more like a M30, H1 zone for retest to go long. Euro AUD, looks like it's continuing a nice uptrend. We'll mark up this resistance here before breaking retest. Since it's overall a long uptrend as well, we could look for divergence after we have price continuing upwards. AUD USD, I'm guessing it's a long downtrend. Yep, USD has been pretty strong recently, so we will mark up this zone and we'll ignore these weird wicks. Just mark up that zone, wait for break and retest here to go short. Euro SEK, broke that H4 zone. H1, let's mark this up, wait for break and retest there. NAS 100, broke that H4 zone as well. There was a nice H4 zone here, broke it a little bit, pushed upwards, now broke it again. So nothing too clear right now on NAS. It's much more clear like a week, 2 weeks ago. All right, so GPCHF, remember we had a nice setup here a few weeks ago. So now looking at recent price data, we'll have a zone here. Look for a setup to break and retest this zone on this nice continuation of the uptrend. NZD CHF, nothing too clear, but a bit of chop. Euro CZK, I had a setup here a few weeks ago. Right now just chop. Silver, chop as well. You can mark up this zone though, since price broke this swing low. From the lower low, if we have a break, we have a continuation downwards, breaks this zone, we have continuous lower highs. We could have a nice retest there to go short. JP 225 USD, I just mark up that zone. Oops. GJ, marvelous, looks like it's breaking that zone nicely. Okay, that's exactly what we want to see. We have a nice break here, a very nice break, perfect, solid break here. We zoom out as well, you can see price broke this swing high, this most recent swing high, form a new one, broke that zone. So now we could have a nice retest here to go long on GJ. All right, so let's go to US 30. Oops, nothing too clear, bit of chop. You can just mark up resistance here. USD CHF, nothing too clear here as well. It's about a chop, but we have a nice zone here, nice resistance. Wait for price to break that. USD HUF, H4 zones broken. Have a nice push downwards there. Nothing too clear as of right now. Same thing with Euro HUF. USD NOK, just ranging around the zone, lower time frames, same thing as well. On the H1, we can mark up this zone, however. Have a nice support there. SPX, nothing too clear, same with the other. With the other indices. NZD USD, we'll mark this up. It will break and retest there. I'm sure high time frames has been on a long downtrend with the recent strength of USD. CAD CHF, ranging, but we can just mark up this recent resistance here. Wait for break and retest there. If we go on the M15, we can mark up this support at the bottom here. Wait for price. If price breaks here, we'll see a nice lower time frame downward structure. All right, We'll look for a break and retest here. USD, SGD. Go on to H1, H4. We have a nice zone here. See the price breaks here. Not to go short. GU. To see. Just mark up this zone right here. Push this up. Yeah. USD SEK. Nothing too clear, but a bit of chop. USD CAD, we see price breaking this zone, but we don't have a clean break right here, so we'll ignore that. Leave that for now. It's just range in here. ADCHF, we will mark up on this pair here, however, but we'll break and retest there. Euro PLN, nothing too clear. Got a nice H4 setup here on Euro JPY. I believe I go over this setup on the course specifically as well. The perfect setup. I believe nothing too clear right now. Let's leave that. Ethereum, I'll just go over Ethereum and BTC, ignore those. AU 200 odd. We have I had a nice H4 setup here like 2 weeks ago. Close all positions already though. Oops. But as of right now, going to H1, we can mark up this recent resistance here. Wait for break and retest there. If the price breaks that. EU, nothing too clear except lower time frames. M15, I see a nice zone here. Push this up. Can look for a break and retest there. Gold, just have this support at the bottom. Shares have been on a long downtrend as well with USD strength. Gold, euro, same thing, just support at the bottom. Euro CAD, resistance here. Apart from that, nothing too clear, I'm sure. Yeah. GA. Have a nice zone there. We'll look for a clean break here. Euro GBP, we have a nice structure here, have a downward structure on lower time frames. Price already broke, so this setup is quite promising. Just looking for a retest here. Just look for a retest, look for a setup, then we'll look to go short. All right. So GBP CAD, let's go into H1. We'll mark up this nice H1 zone. And we'll wait for break and retest there to go long. USD ZAR, M15. We have a very recent zone here. Have to have very strong indication here to go short. The mark up of Fibonacci once price hits the bottom. And we'll look for a setup to go short there. CAD JPY. A nice break, marvelous. A nice break there. Wait for a retest to go long. CHF, JPY, nothing too clear. Lots of chop here. The price is going up, so we don't have a very clear resistance. Euro CHF, we have a zone here. AD JPY, we're waiting on price to possibly break here. Retest to go long. Your CMXN looks like a lot of chop. You can mark up here for a possible break retest there. USD 8KD, this is the weirdest pair. We don't even need to analyze that. This does weird stuff. Alright, so mainly what we're looking at right now. I'll go over these pairs myself later on as well and color code them again. But yeah, mainly what I'm looking at right now. I'll do a bunch of these zooms a couple of times a week maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. And yeah, this will post it on the course, and every week I will delete the previous ones posted and repost and continue to post like every Sunday to Friday, and then Saturday delete everything again and continue that, so we don't have like too many posts, because I want everyone to be immersed every single day, or however your schedule is, into trading, and be actively involved with trading on the charts and everything consistently. So I'm going to be deleting the videos on the weekly outlooks every week, and we'll go over, I'll post new ones every single week so we can keep things consistent and everyone active. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I will see you guys another day this week, probably like Tuesday, and then another one on Thursday. We don't need to do any on Friday, but yeah, like every 2 days or so, just to keep up with everything going on in the charts. All right, guys, that's it for this video, and we'll have a psychology chat like a few times a week, so I'll let you guys know in advance on that one as well, and we'll just talk purely psychology on that one, because I think it's very important people keep up with trading psychology. It's more important than everything happening on the chart anyways. So all right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, blessings.